I'm bored. What plaything can you offer me today?
How's it going, everybody? This is Joe. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little unboxing today. And we've got here the Horizon Hobby T-28 Trojan 1.1 meter. This is a bind and fly. A instruction manual. Side of the instruction manual, an extra prop. Pretty much the same prop. There's already a prop on the fuselage. This is the wing. It is looking gorgeous. Look at that yellow. We have the wheels, we have the bind plug, we have all the screws. This is the fuselage. Looks really, really nice. They already pre-installed the prop. All your connections for your ailerons. There is no flaps on this. And this is powered by AR630 receiver. This is the canopy. It's looking really nice. I love how they put this tape on here. The rear elevator. That is looking really nice. And the first thing we're going to do is assemble the wing onto it. You have to pull out one of the wires for the ailerons. Got those pulled out, and we are going to then tuck them down inside the hole here. And this wing just kind of just lays right onto this area right here. Lay that down. Let's make sure those wires are up inside there. One hole right there. We take one of the screws, we drop it down. We're just going to tighten that down. And that is right inside there. And that's all you need for that. We're going to put on the wheels. These are kind of ambidextrous. They can go on either side. They have a left, they have a right, and they can kind of go right in there. It doesn't matter. Now what I'm going to do eventually, because I do a lot of grass takeoff, I'm going to sit there and switch these out, and I'm going to sit there and put some bigger wheels on like I did on my Apprentice. Push it in that hole there, plug it in there, and that's that. And then we got this one right over here, put it in there, the same. So now we got the back wheels on, looking good. We have to put on the front wheel. You see that? There's a little screw down there, and we're going to put on the front wheel. The front wheel has a little groove right there. The screw is going to hook right into there. All right, guys, we got the front wheel in. The next step basically is we're going to put in the rear elevator. Make sure your horn is down. So we're going to slide this in there. What this attaches with is tape, and you have to kind of eyeball it, and I'm going to do the best I can like that. Normally there should be screws down in here and here, but what they want you to do is just use some tape to tape down the rear elevator. We're going to put it on the front and keep that down a little bit. Press it down, rub it on there, like that. That's about as good as you're going to get. It says put it on the top and bottom. That's basically the assembly of the rear elevator. That's the full assembly. Now we have our pigtails. And these pigtails are basically going to go into these plugs right here. It says in the manual, it doesn't matter what plug that you're going to plug it into. And line up your brown to your brown. And we just push that in. That should be just good. There's your battery plug, your IC3. It fits in there. Look at that. That's the assembly. Basically, that's it. That's all it is. I want to talk to you about setting up your transmitter. I like to show you a video from Brian Phillips. Brian Phillips, everybody, is an expert of setting up planes, flying planes. I use a NX8, fantastic computerized transmitter. He really knows how to make these planes fly very smooth, very easy. So that is going to be next. So take it away, Brian.
So in my case, I usually talk about doing 3 different settings, and I'll show you how to do those now. This is my default, but if you want to do theirs, it tells you right here, aileron, elevator, and rudder. It says expo at 15, 10, and 10, and then on low rates, 5, 5, and 5. Okay, so I'm gonna do this myself. I'm gonna go to dual rates and expo. That's in the function list. Then you click, and it shows ailerons. So you scroll down, you click aileron, and you can choose elevator or rudder. In our case, we'll just do ailerons first. It says switch, you can make it on, or you can set it to a switch. I'm gonna set it to F, which is a 3-position switch. I wanna have least expo or the most sensitive plane, then neutral, where I wanna start from, and then the less sensitive plane. So if I need to really calm it down, I can get to the ground. And I'm gonna start flying in the middle, and I'm gonna have a factor of about double, and then a factor of about half. So that gives me the opportunity to take off, get flying. If things are good, we just leave it there, which is many times what we do. But if we have problems because it's too sensitive, I can go here. And if it's too insensitive, I can go here. So starting from the lowest setting, I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna set my expo to, let's just say 10. They're recommending 10 for the default setting, so I'm gonna go 5. Then my second setting, I'll do 10. And then for my top setting, I'll do 15, and I will drop my rates back down to 90. Okay, so you see this is the least interaction, the least intervention there, then the next, then the most. Okay, so now I want to click from aileron, I want to go to elevator. Now they're suggesting that the ailerons need a little bit more expo. So actually, why don't we just go to 10, then we'll go to 15, then we'll go to 20, okay? The ailerons were the one that they wanted the most on, and you can see that from this little thing here. It says aileron expo set to 15, and the rest were set to 10. Okay, so ailerons, then we'll scroll over to elevator. We'll go down to switch, click it, assign it to switch F, and then in the lowest setting, or the least intervention, we'll do 5, then we'll do 10, then we'll do 15, and we'll drop the rates down in this mode to about 90, okay? And then I'm gonna go to rudder, I'm gonna switch this to F. The lowest setting is gonna be 5, then we'll go to 10, then we'll go to 15, and we'll drop the rates back down to 90, okay? It's a subtle change, but it's enough to make a plane that would be otherwise touchy, really pretty easy to control. And that in tandem with the stabilization makes for a rock solid feeling plane, which is why the Horizon Hobby E-Flight lineup always flies really good. Hobby Zone, same thing, okay?
All right, Peter, you made it to the bonus round. Congratulations.
Thanks, Regis.
Okay, Brian, thank you very much for showing that demonstration about the Expo. And now what we're gonna do is bind the plane to the transmitter. We're going to use a Spectrum 3200. Now this is not the battery that I'm gonna use because I don't have the right battery. The 3200 MAH30C 3S is the right battery if you wanna sit there and do some modifications in the foam there to get it to fit in, but it's not gonna fit in. So I need a 2200. So I bought a 2200 3S. I think it's a 14.8 volt, that battery, and that is gonna go in this plane. And we're gonna bind it in Safe Select. Safe Select is gonna give us stability. So when the plane's sitting there wobbling back and forth and everything, if it tries to go this way, it's gonna correct itself. So that's what we wanna do first. We're not gonna be using the bind plug. We're gonna be using the bind button on the receiver. So we're gonna plug this in. We got it on a level surface, the battery up here. Next thing is we're gonna press and hold the bind button. The bind button is down here on the receiver, and that's going to turn orange, and then we're gonna hold that in. We are going to now take our bind button on our receiver, the NX8, and we are going to hold that in. A little tricky. I'm sorry I have to do this way. Two dances. You see that? It danced twice. That means we have Safe Select, and that is awesome. We're gonna put the throttle on, see what we get. Hold the plane. Now we got that on. Make sure you put the throttle cut on because I have sit there and had many instances. So let's see if Safe Select. So the aileron should sit there and flap around or correct themselves when I sit there and turn. Now we have Safe Select on. So that's how we bind the plane. And next, what we're going to do is we are going to assign a Safe Select switch. So we're going to assign it to switch A, okay? And then all we have to do, toggle switches over this way, and we're going to wag this up and down. Oh, there it goes, see? Now we have the switch assigned to Safe Select. Safe Select should be on, right there. Demonstrate the difference between AS3X and Safe. Okay, so turn on your transmitter. We're gonna plug in our plane. All right, it's all set. Wags twice. That is Safe Select. Everything's, look at that. See? AS3X is on. But why is it not sitting there wagging or anything whatsoever, chirping? Because for that to engage, you have to have your throttle up. Make sure you have your throttle cut on. And you have to have it up over 25%. Okay, you hear the plane chirping? It is correcting slightly. It does that in AS3X. When you have Safe Select on, you only get limited this way, limited that way, and it's correcting. If we put it on AS3X, basically it gives us full control, everything whatsoever. That is it. We're going to get out there and fly it. I am going to just power it down. So the first thing you want to do, when you power down your plane, you unplug your battery and then turn off your transmitter. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. This is Joe, Drone Man Productions. Any other questions, please let me know and we will go from there. Salute. Thank you very much. Have a great day.